بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Moving on to the next section. So where are we? We are right here. So we are in Qism al-Awwal, the first section of the book regarding nouns, and now in a Khatima regarding those aspects of the nouns which are not linked to being mu'rab and mabni, not i'rab or bina. So we did ma'rifah and nakira, and now we're on. You are here. So, numbers. Let's analyze the numbers. Just first of all, before we go into the text. Numbers. We can divide numbers into two types. Two types of numbers. Numbers that have gender. These. Numbers that don't have gender. So for example, numbers 1 to 10 have gender. For example, wahidun, wahidatun, ithnani, ithnatani, thalathun, thalathatun, arba'un, arba'atun, ila akhirihi, asharun, asharatun. They have gender. Okay? Then, those that don't have gender. Ishrun, it is ishrun. You don't get ishrunatun or ishratun, no, it is ishruna. Mi'atun, you don't get mi'un. You don't get alfatun. So these don't have gender. Yes? So first categorization, these are all the numbers we're going to use. Yes, in modern Arabic they use billion and milyar and that kind of word, but standard classical Arabic, these words are not used. So the two types of numbers are those that have gender, whose gender can change, and those whose gender can't change. So 1 to 10, gender changes. The tens, ishrun, thalathun, arba'un, ila tis'un. The gender doesn't change. Mi'a gender doesn't change. Alfun gender doesn't change. Yes? You with me so far? I found numbers myself difficult, so I want to make sure you guys understand it properly. So, everybody with me so far? Yes? Good. Next step. This is number structure. 3 books, for example. This is made up of a few elements. The first element is a number itself. That's called the adad. The second element is what? The thing you're counting. So 3 what? This element is called the tamyiz or the mumayyiz. Yes? So, thalathatu kutubin. Don't worry about the Arab, don't worry about anything. This is 3 books. So even in English have 3, and then we have books. So the 2 elements is the number itself. The second element is the thing you are counting. Adad and the معدود. And the second name, or another name for adad, for the معدود, is تمييز or مميز. So far so good? In numbers, all you have to worry about is 2 things. The gender of the number, first rule, and the number of the item and its i'rab. How many things do we have to look at? 3 things. Yes? The first thing we have to look at is the gender of the number. The number itself, is it mudhakkar or mu'annas? But only of those numbers that have gender, which is 1 to 10. The 20s, 30, 40, 100, 1,000 don't have gender. So the numbers 1 to 10, what will their gender be? We'll use the mudhakkar form or the mu'annas form. And for the number, for this itself, what would it be? Singular or plural? And will it be marfu', mansub or majroor? What would happen then? That's all you have to look at. So 3 things you have to look at in numbers. The gender of the numbers 1 to 10, and the number and i'rab of the thing you're counting. With me? Everybody got me? Following? Yes? The 3 things are, in adad, gender. So the number itself, whether it is the masculine number or the feminine number. Yes? So in the number itself, what's the question you need to ask? Is gender. Okay? Regarding the thing you're counting, what i'rab is it going to have? And will it be singular form or plural form? That's it. Is that clear? Yes? Okay. Now, let's look at gender first. Oh, I got it wrong way. Okay, don't worry about it at the moment. So, what we have here is our table. What we've done, have 3 stages of numbers. Stage number 1, واحد اثنان. Stage number 2, you can put the same line, but 3 to 10. And stage number 3 is, so this is infancy, middle age, and old age. Yes? Think of it like this. We divide the numbers according to how big the numbers are into 3 levels. The kids, 1 and 2. Middle age numbers, 3 to 10. And the old age, whether 20s, 30s, 40s, 100s, and thousands. You got a categorization? Yes? Now, kids, I'm going to give examples you can get in your mind. When the kids together, boys play with boys, girls play with girls. Usually that's what they do. I don't like boys. I don't like girls. That's how they are when they're kids. So what happens? When you're infancy, you'll match in gender. Boys will play with the boys, girls will play with the girls. So واحد and اثنان, the number will do what? The number will match with the معدود. So if you're talking about, let's use a simple example here. كتاب and كراسة. So if you're talking about kitab, if it's 1 book or 2 books, the 1 and 2 will match in gender. If you're talking about kurasa, it'll be واحد and اثنان. If you're talking about kurasa, it'll be واحدة and اثنتان. Because kids, little kids, in the first stage, you just want to be what? Boys play with boys and girls play with girls. Got it so far? Middle age, you need to get married. So then, you need a companion. So then, middle age, opposite gender. Correct? So, if you're talking about books in the middle age numbers, so if it's kitabun, he's a male, he needs a partner, female, so then he will have ثلاثة أربعة خمسة ستة سبعة ثمانية تسعة. If it's a female, she needs a male partner, so then it'll be ثلاث أربع, opposite gender. Yes? Correct? And when you get old, I'm not interested in anything, I just want, you say Gujarati, Allah Allah, just rest of my life, just spend ibadah. I don't need a partner, I don't want to waste my time. So when you get to old age, from Ishrun to Tis'un, don't worry about gender, just forget it. Don't worry about partners, just carry on with your stuff. You get it? So numbers 1 and 2, same gender. Boys play with boys, girls play with girls. The middle age numbers, the middle numbers, from 3 to 10, you need a partner to get married to. And when you're old age, gender is not an issue anymore. Just we don't want a partner in life, we want to go on with doing what we're doing. Yes? The widower. Make sense? You got the concept? Everybody with me? Good? That's what he's explaining. So the first question we're gonna address is the gender of the number. The gender of the number. Correct? So the gender of the number. Any 1 or 2, the small numbers, what will happen? Kids, match in gender. Middle age, look for a partner, opposite gender. Old age, not interested in marriage. Too old enough, all this. I don't need gender issues. Okay? And that's what we explain in text. So now I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to go through in detail because apply. So what he says here, وَاسْتِعْمَالُهُ مِنْ وَاحِدٍ إِلَى اثْنَيْنِ. Any 1 or 2. This includes 1 and 2, 11 and 12, 21, 22, 31, 32, 41, 42, until 91, 92. Every 1 and 2, they're the kids, they're the small numbers, the youth age, the young age. So they have, boys going to play with the boys, want to play the outside garden or whatever, and girls will do their own stuff. So 1 and 2, al qiyas. What does qiyas mean? So the usage of 1 and 2, and it doesn't only mean 1 and 2, it means any 1 and 2 of any set of 10s, whether it's 1 and 2, 11, 12, 21, 22, until the end. They will do what? On the qiyas, match. I.e., I mean, muzakkar will be without ta, and mu'annas will be with ta. I.e., so for example, taqulu fi rajulin, if you're talking about 1 man, you will say wahidun. Taqulu fi rajulin, regarding 1 man, you will say wahidun. Wa fi rajulain ithnan. Because what? It's 1 and 2, match in gender. وفي امرأة, if you're talking about one lady, you say واحدة. وتقول في امرأتين, in two women you can say اثنتان or ثنتان. Both ways you can say it. You got that? So he's explained what? The infancy age. Infancy age is what? 1 and 2. Boys will have their own games and the girls will have their own games and they play together. You got it? Yes? Have you understood the text, the application? Good. Now he's talking middle age. Age of marriage. وَمِن ثَلَاثَةٍ إِلَىٰ عَشَرَةٍ عَلَىٰ خِلَافِ الْقِيَاسِ. Opposite gender. Chiastic concord. Opposite gender. أعني للمذكر بالتاء. For مذكر you'll have a ta. ثلاثة رجال. The male needs a female. إلى عشرة رجال. So until you can say إلى either Irab Hikai. That's why it's Dhamma, or you can have إلى عشرة. It doesn't matter. Right? So because it's males in the middle ages, in the partner. وللمؤنث بدونها. The female will have a partner. بدونها without ta. تقول ثلاث نسوة. It's a female, so her number needs to be male. Niswa, her number needs to be male. Understood? Yes? Right. And after that, you become widow. I'm not interested in getting married again. Ishuna, I'm just going to be Ishuna. I don't need to worry about my gender. Who will partner. Ishuna rajulan, Ishuna mra'atan. The 10, the 20, 30, 40, 100, 1,000. Gender is not an issue for them. They're too old now. Not interested in partnership. They just want to do the ibadah of Allah. بلا فرق بين المذكر والمؤنث. Without differentiating between masculine and feminine, all the way until تسعون رجلا وامرأة. All the way to 99. Sorry, all the way to 90. So all the ishrun, meaning all the tens. Yes? So in any unit, what do we have here? Let's say, for example, we're talking about numbers 41, 42, 43 to 49, and 50. What's going to happen? 41 and 42. What's going to happen in terms of gender? What's going to happen in terms of gender? Match. 43 to 49. Opposite. And 50 plus, the ending, the last number is going to be? There's no number, there's no gender. Neutral. Okay? Understood? Right. وَأَحَدٌ وَإِشْرُونَ رَجُلًا وَإِحْدَى وَإِشْرُونَ امْرَأَةً. Because it's wahid, ahadun. You can say ahadun or wahidun wa ishrun. Both are permissible. The book, he mentioned ahadun and ishrun. You say ahadun wa ishrun or wahidun wa ishrun. There is a difference between ahadun and wahid, but in numbers you can use them synonymously. It's not an issue. When it comes to Allah, you can say Allahu wahid or Allah ahad. There's difference in all that kind of stuff. But in numbers, you can use synonymously, not a problem. So ahadun wa ishrun or wahidun wa ishrun. This is what? Infant numbers. So ahadun matches with rajul. And ihda, number 1 and 2, matches with the female. إلى تسعة وتسعين رجلا until 99. وتسعين وتسعين امرأة. تقول. Now when you get to really old age, like the tens, now the hundreds and thousands, gender is no issue. مئة رجل. مئة says مئة. The widow says widow. Widow says widow. And the widower says widow. He doesn't worry about all the gender. He just says مئة رجل مئة امرأة ألف رجل ألف امرأة. There's no مئة مئة ألفتun ألف. Stays the same. ومئة رجل ومئة امرأة وألف رجل وألف امرأة. 200 men, 200 women, 2,000 men, 2,000 women. بلا فرق بين المذكر والمؤنث. Yes. فإذا زاد على المئة والألف يستعمل على قياس ما عرفت. If you got more than 1,000, then for example 3,000. So now what happened? مئة. You want to say 300. So is مئة masculine or feminine? مئة. That's feminine. So then you have to say ثلاثمئة. أربعمئة. Yes? And if it's ألف is masculine. So now now you have to add this. Don't look at this, what this means. This is a feminine word. So it has a masculine number. Feminine word, masculine number. Alf, masculine or feminine? Alf, So if you use the word 3, what would it be? ثلاثة, because that's the Middle Ages. Need a partner, opposite gender. Correct? Understood? Everybody following? Yeah, is it clear? Yeah. So what he's saying here, when there's no number for more than 100 or more than 1,000, you don't have million and billiard or billiard and billion. That's modern to use it, but classically they didn't use it. So any classical text, how do you say 100,000? How do you say 5,000, 10,000? So what he's saying here, when you get more than 100 or more, you want numbers beyond 100, then what do? How do you say 200? Alhamdulillah. When it comes to 300, 400. When it comes to 300, 400. So 4,000 or 400. Don't look at a mi'a as a number. Look at mi'a as a معدود. That's what he's counting. So forget what mi'a means. Is alf masculine or feminine? So then if I want to say 4,000, what do I put? What arba? What? Masculine or feminine? With a ta marbuta, because masculine is a feminine number. Mi'a, 500, what would I say? Kham, mudhakkar. Khamsumi'a. You got it? Don't worry about the Arab of these words for now. We're just looking at gender. Just at the gender. Okay? Understood? Now, in English, what do we say? 5,000. 5,000 comes first. 400 and 32. So we go all the way down. From the highest, we use thousands, then hundreds, then tens, then units. In Arabic, they go like this. 1,000. There you go. 1,000 to hundreds, to units, then to the 10. So in English, we go from the highest number downwards. Arab do the same thing, but when it comes to this part, this is switched around. You have the unit, then the 10. That's what he's saying here. وَيُقَدَّمُ الْأَلْفُ عَلَى الْمِئَةِ. When you have large numbers, what do you bring first? The thousands are brought before the mi'ah. Yes? And the mi'ah is brought before the ahad, before the units. And the ahad are brought before the asharat. The unit is brought before the tens. So for example, if you want to say, I have, or they are by me. So alfun will come first, thousands. Then you bring the number 100. Then the 10 comes here. Because you can't say ishruna wa wahid. It's always ahadun wa ishrun. Yes? Then this comes. So you have the thousands first. Then you have the hundreds. Then the tens come here. And the unit comes here. So that's only one thing I have to switch around from English. Do you understand? So he's explaining here the structure between the larger numbers. What number do you bring first? What do you bring? What do you say? Ahadun wa ishruna wa mi'atun wa alf? He says no. What you do is you do like this. Alfun wa mi'atun wa ahadun wa ishruna rajulan. You bring the 1,000 first. Then you bring the 100. Then you bring the unit. Then you bring the 10. That's how the larger numbers are laid out, the order of the large numbers. Understood? Everybody with me? G. Okay, we say? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doing the Arab now, we just put the order. Yeah, so say it again. Amun, what we are. Yes, alf. Yeah. Pause. Wa arba'u mi'a. So we have alf. What comes first? The 1,000. then 400, 400, then the unit will come, which is what? واحد أحد وواحد واحد وأربعون. Because what happens? You use the thousands first, then the hundreds, then the unit, then the 10. The Irab will come in the next section. How you put the Irab. But it's ألف أربعمائة واحد أربعون. 1,000 first, then the 100. Whether it's 100, whether it's 100, 200, 300, 400, the 100 will come here. Then the unit and the 10. Yes? So you say ألفان. So if it's 2,000 ومئتان واثنان وعشرون رجلا. Yes? And then أربعة آلاف تسعمائة خمس وأربعون امرأة. So what happens? 4,000, 1,000 comes first, hundreds come in the middle, then you have the unit خمس وأربعون امرأة. Okay? وعليك بالقياس, and you continue having a look at that, and the rule will carry on. Okay? The summary is there are 3 questions regarding gender. 3 questions. Not gender, 3 questions regarding numbers. The first question is, what gender will we use for the number? Because numbers have 2 genders, masculine and feminine. Well, some of them. So what we say here, that the numbers 20 onwards, 20, 30, 40, and the numbers 100, thousands, they don't have gender. So leave them aside. Right? And we said there are 3 types. Infancy, the 1 and 2s, the middle ages, which is 3 to 10, and the old age is from Ishrun, and all the Ishrun, the 10s, apart from 10 itself, 20, 30, 40, 50 until 90, and 100 and 1,000. So in infancy, boys play with the boys, girls play with the girls, they're not interested in anything, they just play with themselves, so they match, 1 and 2 match in gender. Middle age in your partner, so the female item looks for the male number, and the male item looks for a female number. And when you get older, you get 10, when you get 20, or you get 100, 1,000, there's no need for the widows, they don't have any issue with partner, they just stay as they are. Good? That's a gender issue. The gender of the number itself. And then the other issue was, what's the order of large numbers? So it's just like English, the only difference is, instead of having thousands, hundreds, tens, units, 100, you have thousands, hundreds, unit and 10 swap around. Because the Arabs always have واحد أحد وعشرون. You can't say عشرون وأحد, they don't have that. So then you have to bring the unit before the 10. But apart from that, it's same as English. Okay? Understood? Yes? We have the big map on Monday, inshallah. You stop here? Okay? Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So, moving on, let's have a quick recap. Okay. We said numbers are made up of 2 elements. The number itself and the thing you're counting. The number is called the adad. The thing you're counting is called معدود. And the thing you're counting is also called a تمييز. Or you can call the مميز. The thing that clarifies the number. Because when you have ثلاثة, 3 what? So it needs clarification, it needs more detail. So the thing that's being counted, you can call it the معدود, the تمييز, or the مميز. And then we said what? When it comes to numbers, there are 3 things we need to look for. Number 1 is the gender, and the gender lies within the number. And we said before that the gender is 3 types. The young age, 1 and 2, they match, boys with boys, girls with girls. Middle age in their partner, so from numbers 3 to 10. And then when you get old, whether it's the 20s or the 100s or the 1000s, gender doesn't matter, partner doesn't matter, just get on with your life. Right? And now we're discussing the last part, which is the معدود, the numbers themselves. So they have which element? Will the numbers be mufrad or jama'? Or what's the i'rab of those numbers going to be? Okay? We don't discuss the i'rab of this because this comes first. When that comes first, then that will be based on the amil of the jumla. So this doesn't have a fixed i'rab. This has a fixed i'rab. This i'rab is based on the amil. So for example, if this becomes a mubtada, it's marfu, becomes a khabar, it becomes mansub, etc. Based on the amil and the slot, where it comes in a sentence. Okay? So we discussed this previously. Now we're discussing this. Two aspects of this. It's number and it's i'rab. So number and i'rab. So this is our table. So the numbers 1 and 2, you don't really need 1 and 2 really. Because 1, when I say rajulun, it means 1. When I say rajulan, it means 2. But for emphasis, you can bring a nat. So it becomes the nat. So wahid and ithnan are the nat. So in i'rab, it doesn't have a number and the i'rab is tabi. Numbers 3 to 10 is going to be plural. And the number is going to be mudaf ilay and majroor. Obviously mudaf ilay is going to be majroor. 11 to 99, ahada ashara, all the way to tis'un is tis'een. It's going to be mufrad, singular. And tamiz is mansub. And if it's 100 or 1,000, the number after that is going to be mufrad and majroor, mudaf ilay. So for example, let's say we have a kitab. Okay? So one book will be kitabun. And if you want to emphasis, kitabun wahidun, and not. 2 books, kitaban ithnan. Just for emphasis, 2 books only, not 2. Just 2 emphasis. So it's tabi. From 3 to 10, you have mudaf ilay, and it's going to be plural. So if I have 3 to 10 books, I will say kutubin, mudaf ilay, kutubin. 11 to 99, I'll have kitaban. And 100 or 1,000 books, I'll have mudaf ilay, but singular, kitabin. So kutuban, plural, mudaf ilay, singular tamiz, or singular mudaf ilay. That's the structure. And this is a code you can remember. It's a cheesy code. Literally cheesy because it's got cheese on the burger. But if it helps you remember, fine. If it doesn't help you remember, just remember your own way. This is how I can help me remember. Number 1, you got a burger and a cherry on top, or pineapple on top, however you want to have. Okay? So think of these 2 parts as what? Then we have here. Look, we have how many layers do we have in our table? We have the cherry. We have the burger. We have bread. See the layers? Those are the layers. So the layers are what? Mudaf ilay. Correct? So the layers of the burger is what? Mudaf ilay. So now our numbers, and the cherry on top is what? The difference now, this is mufrad, this is jama'. Why? Because you have sesame seeds on top. So you have many sesame seeds. So it's jama'. Yes? There's no sesame seeds on the bottom one. So that's singular. So one piece of bread, no plurality to it. It's singularity. There's one piece of bread. And the top piece of bread is what? It's a mudaf ilay, the bread, but it has sesame seeds, so lots of plurality on it. Make sense? Only if it makes sense. If you don't like it, you can often use it. It's my own code. Yes? And then you have the tamiz in the between. This is this one here. And the cherry on top. You don't need, you can take that off. Because numbers, you can take the cherry off if you don't want cherry. Many other kids would say, I don't like that. You put it away on the side. And a wahid ithnan, you don't have to have a number. So think of it like this. So, numbers 1 to 2 is a not is extra. If you want to design, it looks good, you can take it off. Then 3 to 10 is going to be, both of these are the elements, mudaf ilay. But if there's a sesame seed, so that means it has to be plural. Many sesame seeds, so plural. And then in between, tamiz, mansub. And then back to mudaf ilay again, but singular because no sesame seeds on this one. So the 4 layers of our numbers. Cherry bread, burger bread. But this bread is going to be plural, this bread is singular, and the burger is tamiz, mansub. Make sense? Everybody following? So the 2 numbers have been answered. The 2 questions have been answered. What's the number going to be? The only one that has number is the sesame seed on top is plural versus singular. What's the i'rab going to be? The middle is mansub, and the top and bottom are mudaf ilay. So it's going to have mudaf ilay majroor. So our number burger. Okay? Yes? So now he's explaining this in text. Has everybody understood the concept? Because the text is just long chunks of text, but the concept everybody understood? Yes? Any questions? Question not understood? Okay. Good. وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ الْوَاحِدَ وَالِاثْنَيْنِ لَا مُمَيِّزَ لَهُمَا. There's no tamyiz, because واحد, اثنان, you don't need tamyiz. Because لأن لفظ المميز مستغن عن ذكر العدد فيهما. Because the مميز is مستغن عن ذكر العدد فيهما. لأن المميز probably. The مميز, the thing being differentiated, the number itself is مستغن, استغنى, to be independent. Is independent from mentioning the adad. As I said before, واحد, when you say رجل, it means one man. امرأة means one woman. You don't need to mention one. But you can't mention with tawqid. He hasn't mentioned in the book, but you can mention it for tawqid. For example, إله واحد, إلهين اثنين. You can mention it for tawqid. So that would be a not. So I've mentioned it there so it's easy for you to remember. تقول إندي رجل ورجلان. If you want to for emphasis, say إندي رجل واحد, only one, not two, not three. وإندي رجلان, أي not واحد, not more than that. For emphasis, you can say رجلان اثنين, رجلان اثنان. Okay? That's the first part of the burger. Our cherry is finished. وَأَمَّا سَائِلُ الْأَعْدَادِ. As for the remaining numbers, it has to have a mumayyiz, it has to have a tamyiz. Now what's the i'rab and what's the number of the tamyiz? So, الثلاثة إلى العشرة مخفوض is majroor because it's مضاف إليه, and majmuu' is plural. So that's the first top burger is finished. The top burger is مخفوض, bottom burger is also مخفوض, bottom bread. Top bread and bottom bread both are مخفوض. But this is majmuu', the top one, because the sesame seeds makes it majmuu'. تقول ثلاثة رجال وثلاث نسوة. Just analyze this. The three elements: gender, number, and i'rab. Where does the gender aspect apply to? Which word? The first word. What gender is ثلاثة? مذكر مؤنث. Why? Yes, it's istal marbuta, so it's mu'annas. But why have we chosen thalathatu and not thalathu? Because of what? Because it's opposite. Between 3 to 10 is middle age, you need a partner. So Rijal needs a female partner, he has thalatha. And here we have thalathu niswatin. So niswa is female, so it needs a male partner, you have thalathu. So that's the gender. In terms of number, is it singular or plural, Rijal and Niswa? Singular, plural? It's plural. Why is it plural? Because 3 to 10, the top half of the burger, the top bread is always what? Plural. The sesame seeds make it plural. Thalathu Niswa. Correct? Yes. Now one rule he's mentioned here is that, except for hundreds, if you have 300, in theory, what should it be? Thalathu, like thalathu, so mi'a is feminine, should be thalathu mi'at. But you don't do that. The word mi'a is not made plural. So when mi'a is a thing you're counting, you don't say mi'at. That's one exception. So in theory, 3, so mi'a, so let's, feminine word, you have lafzun mu'annath, right? And you have thalatha. So it should be thalatha. So if you have a mu'annas word with 3 firsts, what should this be? Singular or plural? Plural. So when you say thalathu mi'a, well, 2 ways of writing it. Some write it like this, some write it like this. It should be mi'a or mi'at in theory. But that's khilafun in qiyas. The Arabs don't have mi'at. They have mi'a only. إلا إذا كان المميز لفظ المئة. Unless the number, i.e. the word after the number, the thing being counted is 100. فَحِينَئِذٍ يَكُونُ مَخْفُوظًا مُفْرَدًا. So the word 100 is exemption. Okay? Yes? Okay? تقول 300, not 300. والقياس 300 أو 300. But this word mi'a is exemption. Okay? ومميز أحد عشر إلى تسعة وتسعين is our burger now, proper meat. What's it going to be? منصوب مفرد. منصوبا مفرد. تقول 11 رجلا 11. 11 امرأة و99 رجلا و99 امرأة. Okay, so in here, this is always going to be what? Singular mansoob. But let's look at the example here. 11 and 11. What happens here? The ahada. Yeah, ahada and ihda. Remember 1 and 2? What are these? These are kids, middle age or old age, 1 and 2s. The infancy, so what? Boys with boys, girls with girls. Yes? And then tis'atun is what? Middle age or old age? The 1 to 9 is what? Middle age. So you need a partner. Male for female, and a female and male. This doesn't change anyway. These numbers don't change. So you have all three aspects. The gender aspect here, the number and i'rab aspect of the aspect here. So the gender of this, the number and the i'rab of this. Okay. وَمُمَيِّزُ مِئَةٍ وَأَلْفٍ. This is the bottom burger. What's it going to be? مضاف إليه. No sesame seed. So mufrad. So مُمَيِّزُ مِئَةٍ وَأَلْفٍ. The number of 100, the number that comes after the mumayyiz of a mi'ah. Meaning if you have what comes after mi'ah, the thing counted after mi'ah, the thing counted after alf, and its jewel, and its jama' will be what? Maghfuz and mufrad. For example, mi'atu rajulin, mudaf ilayh, but singular. Mi'ata rajulin, mi'atu imra'atin, mi'ata imra'atin. Alfu rajulin, alfa rajulin. I got alfa in twice for some reason. It was probably a mistake. Wa alfu imra'atin, wa alfa imra'atin. When there's 100, 200. Now here, what's happened here now? There's a bit of a double, it's like double. This goes with this goes with this. So now, have a look at this one. ثلاثة آلاف رجل. We're counting, first of all, forget this. What we're counting? Thousands. So alf. Yes? So is alf masculine or feminine? Alfun. Masculine. And 3, is that the matching or opposite gender? So we have ثلاثة آلاف. Correct? So now this is the number for 3. But alf itself is what? A number. So now what? Now alaf, that's the bottom bread. Is the thing that you count becomes what? Singular and mudaf ilay. So this is mudaf ilay, this is mudaf ilay. But this is a plural because this refers to thalatha. Yes? And this becomes singular because this refers to alaf. Okay? Same thing happens here. Imra'ah. So the thalathatu matches the alaf, and the alaf goes with the imra'ah. So 1,000 women. How many thousand? 3,000. وَقِسْ عَلَى ذَلِكَ. Can continue based on this. Okay? So a summary, we have ثلاثة. Okay, let's try a few. Let's try a few numbers here. Let's try 9,476. Right? Now, and we can do it with men and women. Men and women. Okay? So let's do the men first. Let's do the men first. Yes? Okay. What will happen? First of all, what do you start with? Same as English, 9,476. But the only difference is what? We have this first. Then we have what? Hundreds. Then the unit. Then the 10. Okay? So, let's start. So, how many thousands do we have? 9. So 9. So we have tis. I don't know if it's going to be masculine or feminine yet. Then we have alf. So we have, right? I'm just writing, we're going to correct this afterwards, right? Then we have 700. So number 7, sab'atun or sab'un. Then we have mi'a, 700. And then we have, not 700, we got 400, my mistake. Arba'u. Then we have 76, we have 6 and 7. So we say sittun, sittun wa sab'un. Okay, right. And then you have rajulun. So let's get these numbers and Arabs correct. So what's tis'un? What does that have to, okay, let's get the gender of tis'a first. Let's say ja'a is our fail. So ja'a. Yes? Now, if you have ja'a, it's going to be marfu. The Arab of that doesn't depend on numbers. The number that this Arab depends on being the fa'il. So we say it. Now, first aspect is the gender. So the gender of tis'un depends on what? The alf, because we're saying 900. So we're counting how many thousands there are. There are 9,000. Now, is alf masculine or feminine? It's masculine. So therefore, tis is middle age. What does it need? A partner. So alf masculine, tis'atu. So ja'a tis'atu. And we have alf or alaf. What happens? What is jama? Because what's 1 and 2? The cherry on top. And 3 to 10 is what? The top burger, top bread. That's jama. So tis'atu alaf. So tis'atu alaf, 9,000. Tis'atu alafin. Right? You got it? Mi'a, masculine or feminine? No, mi'a is feminine, so arba'un will have to match this. So arba'un has to match the mi'a. So arba'u, and because arba'u is 3 to between 3. So in terms of the number of this word, what should it be? It should be in theory mudhaf ilay and plural. Yes? But because mi'a never becomes plural, so you have arba'u mi'atin. And then you have rajulan. Yeah. What you're thinking is, does mi'a change? Because remember the words alf and mi'a, they are both the things being counted and they're also the number as well. So in alf and mi'a, you have to look which aspect you're looking at it from. So in these two aspects here, the word alf is not the number, it's the thing being counted. It's really, forget what alf means, it's tis'atu alaf. How many alaf? Tis'atun. How many mi'a? Arba'un. Do you understand? If I had mi'atu rajulin, now the rajul is what? The number, not the thing being counted. Do you understand? Alfu rajulin. What we say here, gender doesn't matter for these. So the number, when mi'a and alf are numbers, they don't change. But they can cause change to this. Thalathu mi'a and arba'atu alaf. The mi'a will cause this to be masculine and this to be feminine. You with me? Yeah, because alf is always masculine. So if there's a number before alf, it will be feminine. Okay? Unless, for example, if we have what? Ishruna alfan. Remember ishruna, then it doesn't matter, masculine, feminine. Okay? Let's finish this off first, inshallah. Okay? And now we have rajulun. So because rajul is masculine, and now sittun, we have sittun. you'll have a female version. You have here. This is 76. ستة وسبعون رجلا. Let's analyze this again. Okay. So the first thing is, when we have a large number, you have to remember the order. The thousands come first, then the hundreds, then the ahad, then the asharat. Everybody understand that much? That's why we have this structure here. Okay? The alaf, the mi'at, then the ahad, then the asharat. Correct? But what's happened in this example here is that the alf is governed by 9. So now you have to have mudaf ilayh. Tis'atu alaf. And then this, when you look at when the alaf has a number before it, forget alaf being a number. In this example, alaf is just like a rajul or like an imra'a. The gender issues, the mudaf ilayh issues, the alaf and mi'a come both ways. They can be governed by a number, or they can be a number themselves governing a noun. So if you have alfu rajulin, this is a number governing the rajul. And if you have thalathatu alaf, this is now being governed by a number. It's a number itself, but it's being governed by the thalathatu. Do you understand? So you have to look at them both ways. Okay? Yes? Okay. Correct. So let's give another example of this mi'ah. Okay. So let's say, for example, I say 100 men. Okay. Right? I say ja'a mi'ah and rajul. Now, it's simple here. Okay, you know what you do here? Let's summarize, and tomorrow we go through the exercises so we get practice. So what do we say here? We have two aspects, thalatha and kutub. This is an example as well. This is the number. This is the thing being counted. Okay, we have 3 books, the number and the number of things being counted. This is called the tamiz or the mumayyiz and the ma'dud. So for the number, with this, gender may be affected. And we said here, the numbers are 3 types. What are the three types of numbers? The children, which is what? 1 and 2, boys with boys, girls with girls. Then you have the mid-age, which is what? 3 to 9. Okay? What happens then? 3 and 10, and then all the 20, 30, 40, etc. These have what? Opposite gender. And an old age is this is the old age. So 3 to 10. And then we have here 20, 30 to 90, 100 and thousands. These don't change gender. So these change gender. 1 and 2 change gender. And how does it change gender to match what? Boys with boys, girls with girls. The numbers 2 and to 10, they change gender, opposite gender. And 20, 30, 90, they have neutral gender, they don't change gender. So when these are numbers, these don't change gender, these have opposite gender, and these have agreeing gender. Correct? So the gender only affects the number itself. When you have the ma'dud you have to look at 2 aspects, the number or the i'rab. So what is it? If it's what? If it's 1 or 2, it will match. If it's what? 3 to 10, it's going to be mudaf ilayh. Like the bottom piece, it's also mudaf ilayh. But the difference is, this is going to be jama', and this is going to be mufrad. And this is going to be mufrad, 1 piece of meat, and it's mansoob. Do you understand? So in a number, the aspect you look at is a gender. the thing being counted, you have to look at whether singular or plural, or whether what the Irab is going to be. And the Irab is either going to be mansoob, singular, or mudaf ilay, majroor. And the 3 to 10, if the number that's governing it is 3 to 10, you make it majroor jama. If not, you make it, if it's 100 or 1,000, then you make it mudaf ilay, mufrad. Understood? Okay, inshallah, we should go some exercise tomorrow, inshallah, okay? Subhanallah, bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.